Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Christian from Berlin with another faking sessions. Let's fake again that we are much better than we actually are. Let's sound cool. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, helps my channel tremendously. Let's go, enjoy. Welcome to this next faking sessions. What do I mean by faking? Meaning basically you are not a blues piano maestro, but with a couple of little tricks, you can still sound very cool. That's the idea. And this tutorial has two parts. So one is without groove, and then we will add a little lazy groove in the second part. And, well, I will play you one chorus, and then you see already what's coming, and then we go into detail. Right hand alone. And then into the void you start. So, quickly, what are the coolness elements here? What makes this standing out? Of course, it's the riff structure. Not every drunk blues Joe plays in the bar. Like, it really sounds a little bit knowledgeable. And this riff structure also allows us to have breathing space, because we only have a riff and then answering. So there's space in between. Okay, then of course the chord in between, and finally everybody loves that, is a very, very deep run up from D to G, and then we have to do only very little on top to sound great. I show you first the basic structure of the left hand and the chords, and then I will show you what to play on top, and after that we will add a very cool, very reduced little groove in the left hand. But let's start with this one, and it's the one in C7 with the inner voices going parallel. Then we have this, not the same, in F. Another little trick I will show you. 1 and 2 and... what's that? Yeah, it's again a little voicing. You remember my last tutorial, I played a lot with voicing to sound cool. This time we only have this as worth mentioning. We have the 7 here, and the G and the C and the F has a fourth structure on top, sounds different. Oh, I like this sound, but who cares what I like? And then going back, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. We have a brief A minor in this case. Last tutorial we had the A major, A7 major on the 6th degree. We are on C this time, not on F, so in this case it's A minor. Going to the 2, which is D minor, and the D minor we wrap into something really wonderful, going very deep. You probably never played this note in your life. Maybe you just have even like a 2-octave Casio keyboard. Anyway, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and we reach the G. G7, it's the 5, the dominant, and then we end with this one. Here, 1 and 2 and 3. And if you want to be a little bit better than just faking, you slide this one. If you want, you don't have to. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and simulating again the G7 by just playing the octave. Now, okay, now let's see what we can play in the right hand, and it's just marvelous. It's just mainly blues scale stuff. You might recall, if you haven't grown up behind the moon, you might recall the C minor blues scale, maybe your favorite even. this is what we can play. And a couple of little tricks, they together make a great sound. For example, let's say, yeah, this is very Ray Charlesy. In fact, I believe the whole feeling screams a little bit of soul-y, bluesy piano. So, two elements. We have the minor blues scale of C, and we mix it with what I call the 2-5 figure. 2-5 because we are using only the 2nd and the 5th finger. Look at this. We do this together. The subscribers of my channels know this already. Subscribe to my channel. You know all the tricks of the trade, and you just become a happier person because you saved valuable lifetime. Here. Then the thumb, the 2/5 go over. Beware of the 6th here. That's not in the minor blues scale. That's standing out here. Then 2/5 going over, setting over. And then it repeats. So, and we can use parts of it, which we will do like blues scale. Blues scale, this will be just one figure. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... We make use of tremoloing because usually you can't tremolo because your right hand is tied to the left hand, and it's just breaking down because you don't have hand independence because you're not a good player, right? So in this way, 1 and 2 and left hand is free, and you can do it, and it sounds very cool. Don't play it like a German elephant, like. Play it nice and sexy. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, did I miss something? Yeah, you can play also the drone lick. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, 3 elements. Okay, that's still okay for you. Or 4, including the tremolo. Now we have the blues scale. We have the 2/5 thing. And we have the drone lick, which is blues scale notes plus the note on top that is droning. Wonderful. In the air, and we are just waiting for the F coming up. And you know the great thing is you can do just the same over F. Yes, it's just the same. Wonderful. Again, F. I shouldn't say that it's wonderful too often. A good teacher shouldn't compliment himself too much. Oh, I'm so wonderful. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Everybody can play this? Everybody can play this? Are you with me? C and F, no problem. I will, if you want, afterwards I give you like 2 or 3 more options to play here. But with this, you sit down and you already get a free drink, maybe sparkling water with blueberry taste. So that's not cheap. Okay, then we play just the A minor here, and you just play any A here. Now listen to this. Now go from the D to the G as shown before. Just the same stuff. C minor blues scale stuff with 2/5. That's fantastic. And why does it sound great? Because they're going in opposite directions. They have contrary movements, counter movements, if you want so. If you speak Latin, I don't. So you do bum, bum. Now, you might rightfully ask, Christian, master of space and time, that's quite difficult because this hand reaches out there. How can I have an eye on my right hand? That's not faking, that needs tremendous skill. Now, well, I'm your teacher, so calm down. This one you can play blindly, right? Put your hand not on my shoulder, put your hands on the D. Close your eyes. Close your eyes now. Now play the E with closed eyes. Yeah, that's well done. Great, great. Now play the F. Yeah, do you have to look? No. So you have one look to the left hand and then D. I don't have to look at the left hand because it's just next note, next note, next note. This is how you can play it. You just look once at the D and then you can play blind in left hand. I sometimes do even a trick like with my students, like put something over it, a German dishcloth, and now you are played. I tell my students, play it now. And they say, no, I can't see my hand. Of course you can, like. Just kidding, okay. Okay, here we go. So, done. First part is done. I promised you maybe 2 or 3 figures if you manage these ones. They also sound very cool. For example, also quite rich jazzy. Yeah, so this one, it's our so-called royal thirds, not because the royals are so great, but they're everywhere. So these thirds are also everywhere. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Bam, bam. And now, your turn. If you're a little bit better, then you know already how to create great blues scale lines. You can even put a little bit of 16th note here. Yeah? Play around. But the simple stuff I showed you already works. Or your favorite, my favorite blues scale lick. Hear this. Yeah. Please allow me briefly to mention 2 services I offer. One is I have a Patreon site where I offer up to 4 exclusive bonus lessons where you learn everything around blues, boogie and gospel related music. Also, this faking cool bar piano will have an extra lesson on Patreon where I will show you variations on the central lick, ready-made lines to walk down and more repetitions. Secondly, I sell sheet music from beginner to advanced, from left hands to fancy licks. Learn how to improvise. The great thing is all my sheet music comes with video. That is the special thing. Check it out, christiansheetmusic.com. Now let's go on with the content. Now, after you jammed a little bit on this, there is a little itch, no? There is a little itch that there has to become some motion. Now, if you want to stay cool, we are not just destroying this coolness by like. like a German elephant. No, so we have to think about a cool groove that is playable for you. And I thought about this and yeah, a bass line. Yeah. What is it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yes, you're not used to this figure. You always want to play this. But 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Why do I want to have this note played? Because it's syncopated and it comes together with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here, with a syncopation in the right hand. Just play a couple of times with something easy here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 until you get to use it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 10 and wap, wap. You start very simple. Okay. And now would even say like, okay, we keep up the structure, but we add this little thing to this. I thought of something like this. We add the sharp 9 here, or minor third. Listen to this. Oh. Make sure, if you want to trill, don't do it like a German robot elephant. That's an image, a German robot elephant. Okay, but like nice and sweet and sexy and smooth. Now, okay. Do you realize that I cannot talk while I play? That if we play this, you have to play very little. And that's the whole point, you know. Just it's so cool in itself, the structure. I might repeat myself, but you know, it's auto-suggestion. So our riff, I show you in a little bit what we extended, and then okay. What did I change here? Okay, now, second or third chord, you might want to play a bit fuller notes. We keep the basic structure, but we add a little spice on top. Here, this one, this sound, it's kind of clashy. It's a kind of a spice, but only a little. You can't even stay on C. You can just jam on C and you will still get all the drinks by the most beautiful and important people in the world. They will be all suddenly in the room and give you everything you want. Maybe not everything, but maybe a Diet Coke. So, again, shall we practice a little bit? So, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and try a trill. You can play all on this while that needs a little bit of practice. Even if you are faking doesn't mean totally no practice. There's another word for that. dilettantism. That's the word for that. Okay, now. Shall we try this? Yes, we should. We shall. And I will do a song on this. Yes, I just decided I will make a song out of this, a tune. It's coming this week. I actually started already because I think this must get a piece. You know, press it in the form. Then. And it's just showing off. That's totally not cool. Yeah, that's not cool. That's just Christian who is uncool, and it's just showing off. So play few notes, play the material I showed you, and you can play the bass one. You have this, and you can maybe play the bass in octave. And don't play too fast. What else can I show you? I think it's getting too long again, this tutorial, for your attention span maybe. A great sound is also like no, I must show you another sound. Okay, we have an F. Hold on. Yes, that's another sound I would like to show you. So we have C. Yeah. Here. For F, we start like this. 7th and 9th on F. Again, or here. Wonderful, huh? Okay, now we'll give you finally some inspiration for those who are technically more advanced to play also maybe occasional 16th or triplet. Okay, let me just jump. Or going with the blues in different directions. Again, you want that again? Not so good, not so good. Don't play that. Bye. Thanks for watching, cool people.